What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Retro Hoop Collectibles. PSA has done it again. They have just opened up their... Oh, this is rich. They've just opened up regular service, wide open. So there's no... there's no caps, there's no nothing. You can go in and submit cards at $100 a card, and with no interruptions, no nothing. So if you go on their site, now, here we go. Yep. So if you go on their site now, the regular service is now open. That's for cards worth less than $1,400, $1,500. So anything $1,500 or less, you can go ahead and submit at $100 a card. Man, that's a lot. That's a lot of money for less than $100 a card. I don't know who's submitting what at $100 a card that you weren't submitting at $150 a card, but that's neither here nor there. What pisses me off about this is they still have my cards from a year ago, and that's what I don't understand. It's like, how are you going to open up more services, more service levels? I mean, I understand why, because you want the money. I don't know if you need the money or want the money, but that's neither here nor there. I know why they're doing this, and I know why, because they're trying to put some capital together, and for what? That takes us now to PSA's New Year's resolutions, which, whatever. New Year's resolutions. Let's see what they got here. Eliminate the backlog. I just don't like how they do this shit. Like, it's so stupid, because if they were really worried about eliminating the backlog, then they wouldn't be opening up more services. But the problem is that they need to open up more services because they charge a premium now for a card to get it graded. They're charging a premium, and they need that money so that they can expand, so that they can get through the backlog, because they don't have enough people to get through the backlog. So they have to expand. They got to make a bigger facility. All that takes money, and they're just not. It's not working for them right now. They don't have enough people. Ultimately, this is the resolutions that means the most to all of us. That means most to us all, and all others supplement as well. All others supplement as well. Anyway, I have terrible ADHD or terrible dyslexia, so bear with me. Through dedicated efforts and strategic reopening plans, we have significantly reduced the backlog and have our eyes set towards the future reopening of all service levels. I just don't buy any of that. I don't buy any of it. Still waiting on my cards a year later. Yep. The best grading company in the world, and it ain't even close. I gotta think he's trolling. I don't know. I gotta think he's trolling. Still waiting on my cards a year later. Yeah, don't require bulk submission when you open your lowest tiers again. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, so people aren't, Anyway. Pull back the curtains. We will continue using all media channels available to keep our customers and the hobby at large better informed. We will be actively updating the hobby about the backlog, new submission practices, the quantities and types of cards being submitted, and other information we feel will benefit your hobby life. All right. Curious to see what that's going to look like other than this, like this little thing that they're doing here. This customer service communication center. I don't know what all more they're planning on doing. If this is what they call being transparent, then this is boo-boo. So we'll see. Improve quality. This is the one that I thought was interesting, because It talks about Genamint here. So in 2021, Collectors Universe purchased Genamint, a software company that designed an automated analysis system that provides diagnostics. measurements and can detect alterations to cards, to trading cards. As we continue to develop and implement Genament technology into the authentication and grading process, the result will be an improved system that will be timelier and reduce the number of mechanical errors that leave our facility. Now, a mechanical error, I've had a mechanical error, and that's basically just an error in the label. So I don't know if they're actually going to use the card, the Genament to actually grade the cards. It says they will. Detect alterations to trading cards, measurements. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Improve quality. Again, these are all just image every card. That's kind of cool, I'll admit. SGC's been doing that for a while now, but regardless of submission level. In 2019, be using high-resolution scanner images front and back of the cards submitted at the Super Express and higher levels once they were encapsulated in PSA holders. The images were posted to the website as an element of added security. We have since expanded our efforts to add this free service to some of the lower grade tiers as well. Our goal for 2022 is to open this free service to every card we receive and grade regardless of submission level. Okay. Expanding our footprint. So this is the interesting one where they say expanding our footprint, because they've obviously bigger facility in SoCal. They're opening one up in Jersey, to better deal with grading. So I don't know. It's hard for me to take any of this serious when they still are holding on to my cards from a year ago. And I don't get it. I don't understand what they're trying to do. I mean, I understand what they're trying to do. They're opening up more levels, so they can grade, a bunch of cards. I wonder what the ratio is, because those of you who are submitting are telling me you're getting your cards back in like 2 weeks. So if you're getting your cards back in 2 weeks and they're claiming that they're only using 20% of their grading workforce to grade the new cards underneath the new levels, and they're using 80% to try to clear out the backlog, I don't know. I just don't know what that looks like in terms of what the ratio is to new stuff that they're getting out versus old stuff that they're getting out. If PSA wants to really be transparent and pull back the curtain on that. Tell us how much of the backlog that you put out versus how much of the new orders that you're putting out. Because you're damn sure quick to try to blame us right here by saying that the value service is 85% of your backlog. Right? You'll throw that number up real quick. But you won't throw up the number that tells us how you're doing. I just don't get it. It just pisses me off that they keep opening up lower and lower service tiers, and yet they're not through the backlog yet. Anyway, I feel like a broken record sometimes, but they just keep doing dumb shit like this. Like, why open up more service levels when you can't even get through the ones that you have already? And it's pissing me off. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good day. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Love y'all. Peace.